like to invite our next speaker, Dr. Pankaj Choudhary, to the stage. Professor Pankaj Choudhary is a principal of BMS College of Commerce and Management, Dean at BMS Center for Executive Education, the Director at BMS Academy for Professional Courses. With over 20 years in education, he is also Syndicate and Academic Council member at Belanguru University, City University, and other institutions. He has played a key role in establishing several educational institutions in India and has published over 20 research papers in finance, accounting, portfolio management, and marketing. Dr. Choudhary has received several prestigious awards for his contributions to his field. He will now deliver a presentation in a study on financial innovations and investor perceptions with reference to selected districts of Karnataka.
So how many of you invest in securities or anything? Can you just raise your hands? Do you invest? Do you invest in anything? Finances, I'm talking about. Great. So my study is going to talk about that only, and we talk about the various financial innovations which are happening in this world, or at least in India for that matter, and what people do in terms of investors' perception when they plan out for an investment. So the topic, if you see, it talks about a study on financial innovations and investors' perception with reference to selected districts of Karnataka. So this paper was designed to keep in mind that how many people invest, and when they invest, what is that they look forward for, and when you invest into certain securities and financial instrument, what is that needs to be kept in mind. So there are certain parameters which everybody looks forward for. It could be with reference to return on investment, it could be with reference to volatility, it could be with reference to various other factors, and this session or this research was probably made for that particular reason itself, because we felt that there is a lot of research which has happened in this world with reference to financial innovation, and especially because globally you need a lot of investments, because it's going to help your country, the world as such whole, because the GDP of a country is being primarily determined with how much amount of money is being invested in the stock market or in totality. So finance is something which helps people grow. It helps you expand your business, not only your business but as a nation also put together. So this particular study is focused on a very specific parameter, that what are the various aspects that you look forward for before investing, and what are the various impacts of financial innovation products. So when I say financial innovations, it could be anything new which is coming in the market. It could be with reference to a digital payment system. It could be with reference to the new avenues, like while you were watching IPL and various other things, you saw a company called Grow coming up. So on your phone app, you can start investing. So there are various ways through which people start investing. It could be into stocks, it could be into mutual funds, it could be into derivatives, it could be into any of the financial instruments. So the research focused on what are those new innovations, and it also talked about what will be the perception of people when they go for investment into various financial security. So the objectives, like I told you, is to provide an overview of the financial innovation. The second objective was what are the various elements that influence people in taking a financial decisions, and also to evaluate those influences. So we had come up with a research methodology, which was basically a descriptive research strategy, and we utilized both primary and secondary data for the study. When we talk about primary, the area that we focus, since it's a very small segment of people that we interviewed and took the questionnaires from, was limited to Bengaluru and Mysore in Karnataka of India. And about 300 people were sent with the questionnaires, and interviews were done. But then about 221 people responded to the questionnaires, and the entire research was measured on the instrument, which is Likert scale, and the data was further examined and tested on statistical tools like percentage analysis, chi-square, ANOVA, SEM, and it was used. I used the SPSS software for generating this leads. There are basically two major hypotheses and three of them which were related to it. So I'll come to the data analysis with each one of them, and it's better for us to understand. So the first hypothesis we talked about is there is no significant difference between age group with regards to investment choices, market volatility, security concern, uh, trust and credibility, and return on investment. So these were my 5 parameters on which we took some data and did the analysis on this at a level of 5%, which is that's something which is applicable at 5% significance level. We saw that the significance level was less than 5% in each of the parameters, and based on which we considered that this hypothesis is rejected, and we can say that the respondents' average opinion on investment choices, market volatility, security concern, trust, credibility, return on investments are similar regardless of their age. So whatever be the age, you do consider all these 5 parameters for your investment decision making. The second hypothesis was that there is no significant difference between education group and these 5 parameters. So apart from return on investment, all the other parameters, yes, return on investment, all other parameters, it was not significant, but only one, return on investment, has a direct relation between the education and the parameter that we have. So for other 4 parameters, the significance level was less than 5%, and hence this hypothesis was accepted for one particular respondent itself. Then we did some interrelationship, variable relationship between of the hypothesis. So we checked whether trust and credibility leads to investment choices, trust and credibility leads to market volatility, and trust and credibility with reference to security concerns, and return on investment related to your trust and credibility. So the first two credibility, if you see the p-values were less than 1%, and henceforth we came to a conclusion that since the p-values are higher, sorry, I said earlier less, higher than the significant value, therefore trust and credibility are not much impacted with the investment decision. Similarly, for market volatility, the significance level was p-value smaller than the significant value, and henceforth it impacts the market volatility. The other two related hypotheses that we talked about was that security concerns has no significant influence on trust and volatility, and we came to know with the study that it does have a big impact on credibility. Trust and credibility has no significance on return on investment. This hypothesis again was rejected because it plays a crucial role. Creditworthiness has significant impact on return on investment. So based on these findings of this study, we got to know that age plays not plays much of role in terms of investments. And Anova said that we also have education is one of the basic parameters because of which your return in investment is definitely, and the risk parameter is something which you calculate into. We also checked this entire findings and results with the help of SEM, and it shows that the reliability was pretty high. So I come to the suggestions which I like to give, because investment is, yes, a lot of people in this group is doing, but still, if you see in India, only 17% of people are investing in stock market. About 8% people are investing in mutual funds, and India being having the highest youth population in this world, earning population in this world. Yes, the per capita income probably is less, but then imagine if it scales up to the next level and people start investing. So every additional percentage is going to make a lot of difference. And that was the need which I thought that it's going to make a lot of significance. And henceforth, uh, we would like to make suggestions that financial innovations or decision of making investment should definitely be promoted by the regulatory authorities. Even at the schools and college level is the necessity for us to grow up and then take it up in a big way, because so there is huge amount of scope. And if that happens, imagine if in case so people who are sitting here, and you would have seen the Sensex in last 10 years has gone at least threefold. Imagine with only 17% people investing, and these are investors I'm talking about, not the total population. Uh, if it goes up to 25 or 30 or 40, and the prime minister of the country is talking about uh, making India a third largest economy, it's going to play a very crucial role, and the market is going to boom. It's already doing good. Uh, all other markets, probably even China, is on a decline stage, but Indian stock markets are growing like anything. It is steady, it's growing at a steady pace. Even if you invest in a good mutual fund, it's going to get you a return of 15%. So that's something which we would like to tell people. An FD gives you only 7% probably at the higher scale. But then if you start choosing your right kind of investment option, it's going to be helpful. So I've already talked about the conclusion. This study is already limited to 2 cities right now, but there is huge amount of scope that it could go up to the rest of the country and at a global stage as well. So it was limited for this particular conference. So I had done only 2 cities, but there are chances that you can increase it to a bigger place, and it could make a lot of sense to that. And it could also be done specific industry wise, specific company wise, so that you get better results of the same. That's all from my side. Thank you so much. In case you have any questions, I would love to take that.